Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Cammy's Cuticles and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm so excited to be bringing you guys this video, and I'm so excited to be able to have you guys join me on my nail journey. I am a hobby nail artist, I guess you could say. I like doing nails some way as to save money instead of going to salons, and it's just something fun and soothing that I've enjoyed for a while, and I just wanted to finally start bringing my stuff to the YouTube platform. So today we're going to be doing a dip system. It's my first time ever using dip nails. The dip nail system I'm going to be using is from Kiara Sky. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and I've seen other nail YouTubers use Kiara Sky, and I figured I would give it a try. So as you can see, this is from Kiara Sky, and this is one of their starter kits. They have this kit and they also have a French dip kit as well. So this is just the regular dip system color kit. As you can see, it comes in the box. It's got pink paper, pink little puffy things, and all of the sort. So the cool thing about this starter kit is that it comes with a dip powder recycling system. This little gadget is good for basically not wasting any product when pouring the dip powder onto your nails, if that's what you want to do. So this is the little box that it came in. And then this is the little dip rectangular thingy. It's basically the little holder that you would use. You would put your finger over that hole to basically pour the dip powder onto your nail. It comes with two sliders, one of them to basically pour and the other one is to catch the powder that, flows, so that you don't waste any product. I definitely will be using this. I don't like wasting product because wasting product will also mean wasting money, and no one likes to waste money. So you can see the scoops slide into this little rectangle. Scoop, pour, catch, Kiara Sky, pretty neat little thing. And then on the back of the box, it's got the instructions, which is pour, scoop, pour, and catch. Scoop, pour onto the nail, and then catch it so that you can use it later. Alright, so now we're going to get into the actual Kiara Sky Dip System color kit. You can see it comes with all of the bottles and it comes with 5 different dip colors. The packaging is pretty good. It's plastic and then you can see the product through the front, which I think is pretty nice. So just going to open it up. And then we're just going to quickly take the products out of the plastic casing. Alright, so you can see here some replacement brushes that they have, just in case you ruin your brushes. Alright, so now it's just going to show you some of the instructions and proper care tips. Just basically giving you tips on how to make sure your dip nails last for, as long as possible, as long as you want to keep them on your nails. And then there's another brochure that goes through everything that's inside of the kit. And then when you open it up, it's going to show you all of the instructions, basically. It's going to instructions on how to do it with just the color, with the pink and white, which would be like a French, and then using it with gel polish. So then now it's going to take you through all the steps that the bottles have. So the first step is the bond. Each bottle has a number on it so that you know exactly what step you should be using and when. So the bond is going to be the first step. And then the second step is going to be the base, which is what you use right before you dip your nail into the dip powder. The third step is going to be the seal protect, which is basically what you use to seal in that powder. The fourth step is going to be the top, which is basically making it look good. Then the fifth step is going to be some nourish oil, which is basically cuticle oil to keep your cuticles healthy. And then the last step is just the brush savers, which you should be using after each manicure to make sure that your brushes are always in good condition so you don't have to keep replacing them. So then now I'm going to go through the colors. So the first color is going to be the natural color, which is basically just making your nails look like natural nails. And then the consistency of these dip powders are very fine so that you don't have to worry too much about chunkiness and grittiness and stuff like that to make it smooth. And the second color is going to be clear, which is just basically a clear. And the third color is going to be this really pretty nude color called Prim and Proper. It's just basically, it's like a pinky nude. It's very, very pretty on the nails. It's more pink than what the powder actually shows. It shows more so of like a nude color, but when you actually put it on, it's quite pink, which is actually really pretty. Now we're going to move on to the red color. The red color is very fiery. It's called Hot Damn. And then finally we're going to get into the last color that the kit provides, which is going to be a glitter gold color. Ooh, look at the pretty glitter, it's so cute. And this one is called Superficial. And the video doesn't really do it justice, but this color is actually very, very glittery. It's very pretty. So now what we're going to do is we're finally going to start the application, but the first thing I have to do is get this current stuff off of my nails. As you can see, I was playing around with some nail art brushes that I got, trying to do some little designs, just playing around, but I gotta get this stuff off so that I can actually use the dip nails. So I am actually right-handed. So that's the hand that I'm going to be working on is going to be my left hand. I won't be doing my right hand. I'll probably do another video in the future with me working with my left hand. But for right now, I'm just going to work on my left hand with my right hand because I'm right hand dominant. So now we're going to get out my nail drill. This is a MelodySusie professional rechargeable nail drill that I got from Amazon. It is so good and really inexpensive, not over $100. What I like about this drill is, for one thing, it's rechargeable and portable, so that I don't feel bound by an outlet, so I can just take it anywhere. If I need to go do a friend's nails, or I just want to do my nails, I can just put it on the table. I don't have to worry about an outlet, and the recharging on this thing is quite great. It's a really good nail drill that is pretty much on par to what they would use in salons. So these are some of my nail bits that I have. I'm going to use this purple one. So this nail bit is going to be a Kiara Sky 5-in-1 bit in medium grit in the color purple. What's so good about this bit is that the top of the bit is a safety bit, so that when you're filing around your skin, you have less of a chance of actually hurting your skin, which I love because, like I said, I'm not a professional, so anything that will help keep myself and my friends safe is the best thing, because I don't want to hurt anybody. So I'm going to keep it in the forward position, because like I said, I'm using with my right hand. And to get the set off, I'm going to put it at about an 8. It's a pretty good speed for getting things off. Because like I said, I work with gel, so that's the only thing that I work with. I don't work with any actual nail lacquer. I just work with gel. So now I'm just showing you basically the speed. That's it when it's stopped, and then when it's sped up. And the drill is also very, very quiet too, which I love. And it has a low vibration to make sure that I don't get arthritis. So I'm going to zoom you guys in, and we're going to go ahead and get through drilling off my previous set. And as you can see, it just comes right off, super smooth, super awesome. I love it so much. And this is also so satisfying to just see it just being drilled off, and then you just see what's underneath. I don't know, it's just, maybe it's just me, but it's super satisfying to see just the gel polish just coming off. And then you see me going around the cuticle and dusting some of it off so that I can see, so I can get around my cuticle area and make it nice and neat. So a fun fact about drilling, of course, you know, drilling makes a whole lot of particles and debris go everywhere. So I actually have a portable nail tech table that has a fan in it, so that just sucks up a lot of that stuff so that it doesn't get anywhere. Before I got this table, I used to get dust everywhere. It was all over my shirt, it would get in my hair, it would get in my face, it would just get everywhere. So having this table is a lifesaver, and it helps me with the cleanup process after I get done doing either my nails or practice nails or my friend's nails. So now that we are done drilling everything off, we're just going to quickly dust all of the dust off of my hands and then just get the nasty gunk that's underneath my nails. It's super gross, I'm so sorry. But we're just gonna go ahead and get the gunk and the debris and all that stuff out so that we have a nice fresh base to work with to prepare for our dip powder. So now I'm just going to shape up the nails a little bit and give them a little bit of a shorten with my Tammy Taylor peeling stick file. This is in the 100 grit. I love this file. I found this file while watching a YouTuber named B Nailed It. Cool thing about this file is that it has a board and then you can actually peel off the filing piece like a sticker. So it's super reusable. Of course, nail files are only like 1 or 2 use and then 1 use if you're really sanitary. And then you can just peel it off and then put another one on there and it's good as new. So I'm just going to quickly file these. I've had these nails on for about a week now, so they need some filing on the sides and then on the top just to make them a little bit better. Like I said, I'm not a professional, so my shaping and stuff is not perfect, but it's pretty good in my opinion. I think it looks pretty nice. I can't complain too much. So now I'm just going to use my little buffer sponge. Just going to buff off some of that residue and have a nice smooth surface for the dip nail application. And I also love buffing nails because they just feel so smooth afterwards and just feels good. And I'm just gonna do some more dusting. Try and keep everything as dust free as possible. So this is my spray bottle. I'll put my alcohol in here. This is what I use to basically just clean the nails off of any oils, because if you have any oils on your fingers, on your nails, your stuff's not gonna stay as well. And then of course I'm just gonna use the basic paper towel because I'm basic. I don't have any fancy lint-free wipes or anything like that. I just use a paper towel and honestly it's good enough for me. My paper towels don't have any lint on them and I haven't had any issue using paper towels. I just use the basic Bounty brand. And I'm just going to clean off my nails. This is also used as a dehydrator as well, but since the nails that I have on currently are acrylic, I don't really have to worry about dehydrating. I just have to get the oils off and all the extra dust that's seeping in the crevices. So here are my nails. And it's finally time for us to get started. So I'm just going to go ahead and prep the area. So the nails I'm doing today, I'm going to do a color nail with the nude color, but I'm also going to be using a gel top coat to make it shiny. So I'll be using the instructions for the color and then the instructions for the gel polish. This is my first time doing dip powder nails, so I'm really trying to make sure I have a good understanding of what exactly I'm supposed to do. I've never done this before, so I was kind of nervous and kind of scared, so I just wanted to make sure that I got it as perfect as possible. Alright, so we're gonna put the bond. This is step number 1. The bond, which is going to go underneath everything. And then we're gonna have the base, which is step number 2, which is what you use to make the dip powder stick. And I really love that these bottles are numbered so that newbies like me will be able to know what to do. And then the seal protect is what I'll use once I'm satisfied, and I put that on top of the powder to make it stick. And this is the color I'm going to be using. This is the new color that came in there, the Prim and Proper. So this is the color that I'm going to be using. Alright, so now that we are ready, we're going to go ahead and start applying the actual product. So I'm going to start with the bond. Just going to put a nice layer of that onto my nail. Then we're going to do the base. We're going to put a layer of that on there as well. And the base smelled like glue. I'm just like, is this just glue or I don't know. Alright, and now we're finally ready to dip. I'm going to slowly dip my nails. I was so scared. I was like, oh, I don't want to mess this up. And leave it on there. And then pull it out and I don't know what happened there, but some of the dip powder did not stick onto my nail. It came off in chunks. And I was like, what the heck? What did I do wrong? I don't know what I did wrong. I was so upset, but we have to keep moving. So now we're just gonna dust off the excess powder. And the cool thing about dip nails is that you can actually just keep trying until you get it right, but you don't want to do it too much because then it'll just get thick. So yeah, I totally messed that up. Have a huge chunk of just nail sitting there. Not cute, but we're going to try it again. Going to go in with the base and dip it again. Make sure we get that area really good too. Alright, good. Do this again, round 2. And pull it out and yay! It came out so nice and smooth that time. Of course, it's still going to be a little bit sheer on the part where I messed up the first time that I dipped it, but overall it came out really smooth. So I'm really happy with that. And so far looking at it, it looks very pretty, even just like this. Kind of like reminds me of like a matte finish. And I think it's so cool how the powder just like sticks on there, even with me dusting it off. Like I'm not dusting off the powder that's on the bond, in the base. It's pretty good. So now I'm just like, let me use this little recycle system to try and just maybe pour it on, see if that makes a difference at all. And then we're just going to scoop this and just lay it off to the side while I put the base on. I'm being super careful because you don't want to get this on the skin either. It's not that you can't fix it if it gets on the skin, but it just makes life easier if you don't get any on your skin. I'm going to grab a little receptacle And grab my scoop, and we're just gonna pour this on and see how that goes. So far, it looks pretty cool. I liked it. I wasn't too mad at it. It looks smooth, pretty much just like how I dipped it. And then of course the receptacle is just going to catch all the extra powder so that I can use it for later. And it came out so good, guys. Then we're going to pull the scoop out. And then bam, there's a powder that I had before, so I can use it again. Now I'm going to put the empty scoop back into the little receptacle thing. And then I noticed that there was a part of my nail that I just did not get any powder on. I guess I didn't put any base on it. Because like I said, I have a fear. I didn't want it to get on my skin. And I guess it was so close. I'm just going to put some base on there. Try and get some of that off my skin. And then we're going to use the recycle system again to just pour it and concentrate on that one area where I did not get any dip powder on it. And I think that did the trick. And I was like, let me get some of this off, but now it's stuck on there. And then I decided to wipe, and then I moved the dip powder that I just put on there. And I was like, oh no, now I gotta fix it. So I'm trying to like pat it down. I'm just like, you know what, this is just gonna be it. This is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna roll with it. Now I'm just going to use that extra powder and just put it back into the little container. See? Wasting no product, which is so nice. And then I'm just going to take some of that and then just brush even more off into the container. Because I really did not want to waste any product at all. I'm going to put that back. So we're going to put that off to the side. And now we're going to use the clear powder. I'm going to do a couple of coats of the clear powder on top of the color powder, so that when I go to actually finish file and try and get the shaping right and to make it nice and smooth and to bring down some of the, I guess the thickness of it, bringing down some of the thickness, it will help protect the color that's underneath so that all of my hard work will not go to waste. So once again, I'm just going in with the base coat and putting that on top of everything else that I've already done. And using the base coat does not make any of the powder go anywhere. Like, it's stuck on there, it's stuck like glue, it's on your nail. And then right here, I'm just like, maybe this is glue. Because I tried to get some of it off my skin and it just did not budge. So I'm going to use a little receptacle thing. We're just going to pour the clear on top of the colored dip powder. And of course, since it's clear, it's not really going to really look like anything. But I missed some of the sides, so I decided to try and dip it into the container to see if that helped. And it did. So even though the powder looks white, it's actually clear. And then I'm going to do a couple of more coats of the clear to make sure that the color is nice and safe from drilling and filing. I'm super new to this recording thing, so I was trying to get the nail into the lens, into focus, into view, whatever you want to call it. It was my first time ever using my mount, so I was like, which way am I supposed to move my hand so that it is in view of the lens? Then we're going to dip it one more time. And as you can see, the nail is actually getting thicker with each coat that I put on. And we don't want it to be too thick, that's why we have to file it later. So now that we're done dipping with my thumbnail, we're going to go ahead and use step 3, which is the seal protect, to make sure we seal in all of the hard work that we just did. And this stuff we can actually pretty much use as much as we need to make sure that the product is sealed in and is not going to ever move. Alright, and that is my thumbnail. I think it looks pretty good. I think it came out pretty well. So now we're going to go ahead and speed through the rest of the fingers. So just watch and enjoy. Alright, so now that we've dipped out the nails, we're going to go back in with my nail drill and we're going to file down the thickness of the product and then also just kind of make it even so that when I put on my top coat and everything looks all nice and smooth. As you guys can see from the drilling, the dust actually got onto my camera lens, which gave it this kind of cool like white haze. I can't even be mad at it. Alright, so that is what my nails look like after I got done drilling. So now we're just going to quickly use the file and just file some of this to make sure that the shape is still good and that my free edge looks good as well. So we're just going to quickly file some more. Alright, so now that we're done filing, I'm going to bust out my rechargeable nail lamp that I got from Amazon. I love this nail lamp because just like my e-file, it is portable and rechargeable so that I don't have to worry about using any plugs, and completely mobile so that I can take it anywhere I want to, put it anywhere I want to without having to worry about needing a wall outlet. So now I'm going to use my Beetles Top It Off Top Gel to give it a nice shiny finish. Alright, now it's time to put it into the nail lamp for 60 seconds. And now it's time to finally take these out. They look so pretty and shiny. Of course, I still have the dust on my lens, so it's not doing any justice. I didn't notice at the time. But they're so shiny. So now I'm going to use the Nourish oil and put it around my cuticles to make sure they're nice and soft and healthy. And then once I apply it, I'm just going to rub it in. Alright, so this is the final look. So this is such a pretty pink nudie color. It's so pretty. I love it. And then here's a reveal without the fuzzy lens, of course. So this is what my nails look like. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week.